Hi, this is the second part of video which I was doing last week because I received a phone call, so I didn't get to finish what I was saying before. A little recap: had a s- stillborn child in 2016. Um, um, was supposed to be induced on the Tuesday. Um, So went to a routine checkup at the doctor's, as you do, make sure everything it was going okay. Um, put a Doppler on, couldn't find a heartbeat. So used the manual one, couldn't find anything. So had to, me and me partner at the time, had to go up to the hospital to have a scan and see if there was any heartbeat there, and unfortunately, like, my son had passed away. Um, and I was saying that, sorry, sorry about this. We had to wait 2 days before they could deliver him. And it was two most traumatic days of our lives, just waiting, knowing knowing we still got our child in there and that he'd passed away. Um, so the next few days was a bit of a blur, to be honest. Crying, sleeping, just angry, upset, natural feelings, I guess. And those days had gone, and went up to the hospital on the Thursday morning, to set all the drugs away to be induced. Things seemed to go okay for a little while. Then me wife, sorry, was feeling as though she needed to push and stuff, and like obviously like deliver our son, and pretty traumatic experience. His shoulders got stuck in the when she was trying to deliver. I'm not going to go into details or anything. So chances are he would have been choked if he was alive, anyways. Um, so like she delivered within the hour and a half. It didn't take too long, but obviously being complications, and um, what to say now, it was just he put on a different, well, different places have different opinions and stuff of what happened. At the time, they said he'd put on a growth spurt and the placenta just couldn't um, cope with the growth. So everything was all stitched up, cleaned up, and stuff, and had our son in a kind of a cuddle cot, like to keep the body warm and stuff, and just so we could spend a bit of time with him. Had him blessed by some parish church, somebody who goes up in the hospitals, people who passed away, just to bless them, what have you. Just bloody like lovely touch, but like felt bloody horrible. Just seeing that little face, little button nose. I've never ever dealt with it, if I'm being truthfully honest. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let us spend as much time as we wanted with him before taking him away to have a post-mortem and stuff, and we were worrying about prices of funerals and stuff, but what I didn't know at the time is like for stillborns, that because they never lived out the womb, that got a free kind of funeral, which probably was the best thing, because I couldn't have organised a funeral for my son. So spent a few hours with him, cuddles him a few times just so I can bond with him. Had a few photographs taken of him so we could remember what he looks like, which in turn, in 4 years, I've only looked at that once, just with my problems of just not dealing with things in the slightest. So like he eventually got like wheeled away in his cuddle cot, just laid on the hospital bed, cuddling and crying all night. I was very angry for a while. Just, you have some people who are not cut out being parents and what have you. And not so I wish them any harm or anything. It's I would just played everything by the book. Would have loved that boy to pieces. Our Bobby. So on the Friday evening, they let us go home. My wife was in quite a bit like pain and uncomfortable and stuff. But no big dramas for a few days, and on the Monday evening, like just having horrible like pains and like crippled with it. I just thought it was diabetes and stress don't really mix very well. She's diabetic. And it took us ages to realise that it was actually sepsis and stuff, and she got taken to hospital for a couple of nights. She was just out out of it with the drugs and stuff, and the hospital there, she kept on asking, "Where's Bobby? Where's Bobby?" And trying to retell your wife that your son had, our son had passed away was horrible, absolutely horrible. But it was just like the drugs that they're giving her to deal with the pain and stuff. Just memory was just a bit scatty, but luckily she got over that. And yeah, so we so the next couple of weeks was just a complete blur. She had a funeral from the tiniest little coffin. Just the worst day ever. Just complete blur. Had little candles, a remembrance thing of the kind of service, and sorry. Um, that's all I've got to say about that situation. It was just really carrying on from the last video. I'll be doing like more videos and just how I'm doing like the odd day. I can't really say I'm gonna be posting every day because I won't. But I'll post the odd video and stuff, even though it's really only going to be me that's going to see them. But if things help people to go and get help, because I haven't really, well, I've got a crisis team now, but I've started talking about things when it's too late, and I've pushed my family away and completely ruined their lives. I'll be posting and probably carrying on from just the after what happened, like on the last couple of videos. So yeah, I'll post again soon. I guess thank you whoever watched. I'm not sure whether anybody will, but just getting stuff on my chest really. So thank you very much for listening if you have. Bye.